Tonight we have a unique story out of Bloomington that's part science experiment, part history lesson in honor of America 250.
IU Ph.D. students and a local brewery are creating a colonial-era beer with wild yeast from 250-year-old trees. Jenny Runovich takes us inside the lab.
A revolutionary project is underway at this biochemistry lab at IU, pairing modern and colonial-era science. Students who use yeast to study the cellular growth of cancer are now using it to tap into history in a toast to America's birthday.
So we're celebrating the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, and we wanted to come together and make a founding father colonial-era style beer.
Beer here? Yep, Professor Bachman's a home brewer on the side. So occasionally in the lab, they collaborate with local breweries for fermentation studies. And this one is special. A historical beer made by Upland Brewing called Declaration of Fermentation. Using wild yeast collected from a 250-year-old tree, it's resurrecting flavors of the Revolution.
So the brewers at Upland came up with a recipe that's sort of based around 1776 ingredients and brewing conditions. And we went yeast hunting and found a strain from a 250-year-old oak tree here on campus.
This enormous bur oak near the Student Union, the oldest and most iconic at IU.
It's Revolutionary era. That tree was here when the founding fathers were doing their thing. So we went there, we collected just a little sample of tree bark and enriched for the yeasts that were there and found a winner.
Then they took samples back to the lab, mixed them with their secret sauce, and let science do its thing.
At that point, it's just basic molecular microbiology. Right? We're streaking out strains on petri dishes, looking for things that grow, and at the end of the day, you brew a beer.
So you're probably wondering, what does a 250-year-old tree taste like, or at least the yeast from it? Well, the scientists say it's actually pretty good.
It's got a little bit of a smoked malt in it, so you get a little bit of that smokiness.
I was getting campfire vibes, like you could sit out by your bonfire and have a few glasses of this beer.
It was brewed with some molasses, so you get some of those molasses flavors. And the yeast itself has a sort of, you know, what you call like a phenolic character to it, so it tastes a little bit like spicy bananas.
It was a very laid-back flavor and not super harsh.
And you've got all that together in what's really a crushable beer.
At a spring brew fest, Declaration Fermentation sold out, and Upland made a 20-barrel batch that'll roll out this summer. You'll soon find it on draft in Bloomington breweries. IU researchers say the founding fathers would like it too.
I think they would have enjoyed it.
I think they would love it. Super drinkable.
A taste of history with a modern twist, honoring America 250. In Bloomington, Jenny Runovich, 13 News.
That looks good.
It does. I mean, they described it well, but I wonder what the alcohol content is and still how hoppy it is. He said it has like a malt taste.
Try it out. You gotta try it.
There you go. Upland's beer with that wild yeast debuts on draft the last week of June.